Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Tsui right now, back at Tsui for another Justineater episode. So, this is very close to my home, so that's why I'm packed with restaurants. So that's why this is one of my favorite places to go to when I want to just go close by and have something to eat. Today we'll be eating with my mom later on, and we'll be revisiting one of my childhood memories. Here we are at Hart Avenue. One of my favorite restaurants are located inside here. That restaurant has been sitting at Hart Avenue. They did switch spots, but overall the spot has always been at the same spot. It's over there. It's the Swiss Chalet. Yes, one of my favorite places to go to because they have always a lunch menu on every single day, a lunch menu which regularly changes. Okay, although the price has increased, originally before when I started eating it, it's around like 130 something dollars, and then it increased already up to 170 something dollars, 178. 178 is the good old price that has been staying at 178 for a long time. 3-course set lunch menu, but now I think it increased to $208, which is it's a little bit expensive, but is overall one of my favorite places to visit. Let's get in there. Alright, so ordered my choice of the lunch set. You can check out the description for all of the menus. There's actually a lot of choices, like around 6 to 7 for main course and appetizers, and 5 for desserts. And all of the selections are at the bottom. It is unfortunately still the festive menu, so that's why it might be a little bit more expensive than the 208. Let's enjoy. This is my favorite childhood restaurant that I always go to before I leave for Perth. I almost like come here every single week. So that's why I start with bread later on. And the good thing about the set lunch here is there are 2 drinks. Although I always ignore and forfeit the last drink because it's too many. Too much drink, too much water. I can't drink that many. But usually at the beginning of the course, they will ask you to choose 1 drink, and at the end, they will give you another coffee or tea to choose. Okay, now let's wait for the food. All right, so start with bread. Start with bread here. Now they will give you a big old basket, and then you can choose in front of them, and they will pick it for you. And the most important part is, because it's a Swiss restaurant, their famous butter. Damn, this looks awesome. This is my favorite things right here, the butter. Because I always have to add butter, and I always don't spread the butter. I just cut a big old chunk, and then I put it on top and I bite it directly. So exactly just like this. You see a big old chunk, put it on top of my bread, and I just gonna fold it up and then direct bite. A little tough because it's not freshly baked, but that's okay. You see my big old chunk of butter? That's how I like to eat it. Alright, so like I said earlier on, you can have 2 drinks. The first one is soft drinks type or wine, and then the last drink will be always like a coffee or tea. And then of course, Coke time! Nothing else better than Coke. If you don't drink alcohol, like me, not an alcohol fan, Coke, all it matters. Alright, snails time. The plate definitely has decreased in size, but that's alright. This is one of my favorite appetizers. Alright, so most of the times they do have snails on the menu, but sometimes they don't. But when they have it, sometimes they have it with mashed potatoes, or sometimes with some eggplant and butter sauce, or sometimes with linguine, which is also very nice. Today is mashed potatoes. Butter sauce. Escargot, snails time. With some of the herb butter sauce. Last bite. I'm trying to actually feel whether the plate is hot, but wiped the plate, so that's why you can see how much I like about this plate. Now we wait for our beef tenderloin. Alright, time for beef tenderloin. I asked for medium cooked, so that's why let's see how the medium looks like inside. Gratin, potatoes, and vegetables. Alright, let's see how the cook looks like. All you need to do is slice in the middle. And, okay, a little rare in my opinion. That's rare actually, that's not medium, that's rare. Yeah. Okay. The taste is there, but undercooked in my opinion. Vegetables. Let's try with the potatoes. These types of potatoes are my favorite potatoes, so that's fine. Still the good old taste that I remember. Alright, almost last bite. I actually ended off sending it back into the kitchen because it's a little too rare. So, but I cooked, they recooked it, and now it's ready for real medium. Last bite. Now it's dessert time. Alright, so dessert is meringue with chocolate ice cream. Because it's a Swiss restaurant, so it's always Mövenpick ice cream, which is very decent. Now, I understand that a lot of people actually don't really enjoy the meringues, but actually, for me, it's one of my favorite desserts. Wrecked of the what are those things called? The fruits. Now onto the meringue. There's the meringue right there. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, rich. Like this one. Very rich with chocolate and hazelnut flavor because I think it's a Toblerone flavor. Toblerone. Let's get some ice cream on there. Rich. Oh man. Last bite. Alright, finished the whole meal. Overall, if it's actually the good old performance that I remember like a year or two ago, I would definitely gonna give this a 5 out of 5. If it's if I came here to eat like 1 or 2 years ago, according to that memory. But for today, I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 5 actually, because just with today's experience, it's actually the title should say everything, because I think I added the word disappointment on the title, so that's fine. Well, overall speaking, the size of the dishes definitely decreased, and with too many people actually right now, it's a pretty hectic business today. So that's why the staff. You're gonna have to whisper into the mic here, because all of the staff here knows English, because they only know English here. So that's why. So that's why the staff today, not that great, because maybe too many people. So that's why they didn't serve that fast. So that's why. And the taste is of course decent, but the thing is the main course is a little too undercooked. That I actually need to send it back to the kitchen. That's a big old minus in the points. So overall, 3 out of 5 for today's experience. If it's the good old memory experience, it's going to be a 5 out of 5. But today, unfortunate. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Click the bell so that you can get notifications from my posts. Check out the links in the description down below for my other channels and my Instagram. Click on these videos right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!